Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, in a time when America was divided by race and the color of a person's skin decided where they could live, eat, study, and even sit on a bus. He grew up in a family that taught him the value of faith, education, and dignity. His father was a pastor who guided him to believe that the church was not only a place to worship, but also a place to fight for justice. From a young age, Martin felt the pain of discrimination. When he was only a child, he had white friends who suddenly stopped playing with him because of the racial laws that kept black and white people apart. This experience shaped his heart and gave him a burning desire to change the world around him. He studied hard and became a gifted student, winning his way to college. At an early age at Morehouse College, he discovered his passion for speaking and leading. After that, he continued his education and earned a doctorate in theology from Boston University, where he also met Coretta Scott, who became his wife and life partner. When he returned to the South, Martin became a pastor at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. He was not just a preacher of faith, but a preacher of action. In 1955, when Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her bus seat to a white passenger, Martin was chosen to lead the Montgomery bus boycott. For more than a year, black citizens refused to ride the buses, and their struggle drew attention from across the nation. Martin faced threats, jail, and violence, yet he never gave up. He believed that love and nonviolence were stronger than hate and brutality. His leadership soon made him the face of the civil rights movement. He marched in streets, led peaceful protests, and gave speeches that stirred the hearts of millions. In 1963, he stood in front of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. He spoke of a day when children of all races would join hands together as brothers and sisters. His words echoed not only across America, but also across the world, inspiring hope for justice and equality. The government could no longer ignore the movement. New laws were passed, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which ended segregation in public places, and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which gave African Americans the right to vote without fear or restriction. These victories were not easy. They came at the cost of sacrifice, beatings, imprisonment, and even deaths of many brave souls. Yet Martin remained steadfast, always teaching that peace was stronger than violence. Despite his peaceful mission, Martin was seen as a threat by those who wanted to maintain the old order. He was arrested many times, and his house was bombed, but he continued his fight. In 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, becoming the youngest man to receive it. At the time, he accepted it not for himself, but for the entire movement for justice. On April 4, 1968, while in Memphis, Tennessee, to support striking workers, Martin Luther King Jr. was shot and killed. His death shocked the world. Millions mourned his passing, but his dream did not die. His vision of a society built on equality, compassion, and justice lived on in the hearts of those he inspired. Today, Martin Luther King Jr. is remembered as one of the greatest leaders in American history. His birthday is honored as a national holiday. His speeches are studied in schools, and his legacy reminds people everywhere that the power of peace, love, and courage can change even the darkest chapters of human history.